Tuesday night baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. The O's find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. David Ochoa, a left-handed Missouri native, is the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Digging in now, Jesse Pitts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
The 1-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Hernandez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Tejada is there. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Booth Bobo. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Now here's the pitch. In there for strike one. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Just underway in Baltimore. This is lifted out to left. Bentley is there. And the inning is over. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Tampa Bay 0. Orioles coming up. You're watching the show. Felipe Almanza, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Settling in now, Damon Ortiz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. A fastball that just misses inside. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball from offense to defense, pitching. It's all coming together for this group.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting line.
Spot can continue to stay hot. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Standing in, Rod Kurowski. He's looking to run his hitting streak to an even 10 games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup in for a strike. Almanza is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Pitts ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Ready now for Baltimore, David Tejada, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Standing in, Jeremy Pitts. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Stepping in, Connor Pitts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Ochoa, a former Detroit Tiger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal. Going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And it's 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Count still at 1-2. Now the pitch. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. He stays alive, still 2-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Jeff Pitts will be next. The 3-2 pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another full count offering on its way. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box, Jeff Pitts. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. It swung on and missed the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So a chance here to perhaps get on the board for the first time as he's into scoring position on the stolen base. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. The 0-1 on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Pitts, the runner at second with 1 away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it. Deep down the line. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Number 31 for him on the season. As the Rays move in front now, 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, John Pitts. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 281 the average entering play. 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-2 is outside for a ball. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Now at the plate, Sammy Pitts. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside 1-0.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Ball 2 now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 3-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Now at the plate, Ryan Bentley took an 0-for-4 in the victory last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's one away.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now at the plate, Robbie Keane. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball one. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
One out, nobody on. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The average coming in, 257. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna. Fly ball out toward right field. Moving under it, hits. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box now, Rafael Diaz.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Jesse Pitts. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. Shoots this one over to first. Keene fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Benito.
Riding in once again, Benito Hernandez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Chopped weakly to the left. Cabrera right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 2-0. At the plate, Gabriel Marcus, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in, Alex Cabrera. From the stretch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Standing in now, Andrew Reynolds, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. takes this one high, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat. Bobo, he flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Grounder down the line at third, and this is going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Hits this one hard the other way to his right. Marcus throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy.
Now batting, Jeremy Pitts. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard down the line. Cabrera ranges to his right, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Connor Pitch.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Connor Pitts. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Rod Kurowski, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
He's short, hit hard. Pitts is up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Ready for another chance? David Tejada. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. High and deep to right center. Pitts going back on it. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Into the box now, Ryan Bentley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Chopped weakly to the right. To his left, Diaz. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Robbie Keane.
Coming to the plate now, Robbie Keane. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. That's inside. 2-0. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles draw closer on the home run. We played 4, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Phil Elam is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 30, Phil Elam.
Up next for the Rays, Jeff Pitts. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Stepping into the box, John Pitts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
First delivery to him on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Pitts on at first, nobody out. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Missed with a breaking ball.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Count still full, 3-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Tejada. Makes the play, 1 away. Striding into the box, Sammy Pitts. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Rafael Diaz will be next. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Striding in, Rafael Diaz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now both runners on the move. Line drive, base hit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
In now, Jesse Pitts, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And oh, that gets him on the mound. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on its drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 4 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Kurowski is calling for it. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Rays lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Hard hit ball to second. Hits. Takes it in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Gabriel.
Stepping into the box, Gabriel Marcus. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pitts is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
At the plate, Alex Cabrera. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Boof Bobo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
Digging in once again, Jeremy Pitts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's another 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. To his left, Cabrera, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Connor Pitts.
So digging in now, Connor Pitts. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Ozuna coasts under it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays, but they lead it 4-1. At the plate, Andrew Reynolds. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Reynolds, a native Floridian. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Damon Ortiz. He grounds it sharply to third. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Rod Karowski.
Digging in, Rod Karowski. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. There's fastball that misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail it 4-1. Back here on the show. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Jamie Soto is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 19, Jamie Soto.
Now at the plate, Jeff Pitts.
Leading off with the Rays, shortstop, Jeff Pitts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Tejada is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready once again, John Pitts. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Ozuna is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Sammy Pitts.
Sammy Pitts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And 2-1 now. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. Rafael Diaz would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Rafael Diaz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. 2-0 count. The pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Hit hard to third. Cabrera has it. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Rays strand just the one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. David Tejada will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan Bentley.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Bentley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The windup and the 0-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
On its way is pitch number 75. Lifted in the air to center. Pitts is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman.
So striding forward now, Robbie Keane. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changed.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Pitts scoops it up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Rodney Kahn has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
29, Rodney Kahn.
Jesse Pitts will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Pitts.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Benito Hernandez will be next. Popped him up. Keane in foul ground, and no one will get this one. He'll try it again, 3-2. And another foul ball. And a good take there will net him a base runner, as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Next will be the designated hitter, Benito Hernandez. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. And another snap throw to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch coming, here it is. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Home. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he used the slide step that time, but it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, you can't blame the pitcher on that one. He did all he could do. That was just an impressive show of speed.
Pitts stands at second with no outs. One and two.
1-2.
Missed with a slider. The 2-2 fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Boof Bobo is on deck. Count remains full. Full count still. Keene trying to get there. And that's going to land foul. Hit on the ground to third. Backhanded. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Now in the box, Boof Bobo. He's set, and the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0. On the ground is short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 2-0 home. Popped up. Cabrera has room in foul territory. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Tampa, but they lead it 4-1. Gil Cruz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Gil Cruz.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Number 2.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
2-1.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Grady Howry is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 18, Grady Howry. Now batting.
Stepping in now, Alex Cabrera. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Here's a high pop-up. Pitts has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. In now for the O's, Andrew Reynolds. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Still only one out in the inning. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Into the box now, Damon Ortiz, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here it is, the 3-0. He's taken strike one.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Reynolds leads off first with one away. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pop-committed fastball and machine.
Digging in to try it again, Rod Kurowski, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Strike, and action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that misses. 2-1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Pitts has it in his tracks. 2 down. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays,
David Tejada will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pitts on the move. And that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now a 4-3 ball game. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Genmar Gomez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready now, Connor Pitts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Gomez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So we got him swinging. Connor hits. He comes the first out in the ninth inning.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Jeff Pitts will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit high. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. John Pitts will be next. Count is full. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Tejada. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 31, John Pitts.
So striding in, John Pitts. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Third baseman, number 5, Sammy Pitts.
So stepping in, Sammy Pitts. Here comes the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Lifted in the air to center field. Tejada is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays strand just the 1, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Gregory Pitts is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Gregory Pitts.
Striding in to start the ninth, Ryan Bentley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1 is off the plate, up and away.
One strike.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Great situation right here, leading off the inning. You gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard liner to center field. Pitts is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Baltimore down to their final strike. And he misses there, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Count remains 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win. And
it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Rays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Felipe Almanza earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. David Ochoa was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Gregory Pitts wraps it up for the save, his 18th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.